So we cannot thank you enough, those who made the trip from various places all over the United States to come to the open garden event this year. It was a heck of a turnout. We had a Friday evening group, a Saturday morning group, and a Saturday afternoon group. We will have the open garden again next year. I don't know, I think it will be the way it splits the week next year. I don't know if it'll be slightly earlier, around the 15th or so, or a couple days later. I'm going to figure that out in the next few, in the next couple of weeks. And by the end of the year, we'll have some sort of ticket up. Thank you to those of you who bought shirts for the open garden. It was amazing. You guys are all incredible, amazing. All the t-shirts that you bought, and just unbelievable, really. There are a few t-shirts left, and I mean just a handful of t-shirts and I put them up on HortTube.com. So if you go to the store link at the top, I put the few remaining t-shirts. So if you left here from the open garden, regretted not getting the open garden t-shirt, again, there's a handful. I think like 3 of the 7 sizes sold out, something like that. But there are a few remaining of the other 4 kind of middle sizes, I think, that were mainly left. The amount of things that were brought to us was pretty overwhelming over the course of the day. This gentleman made these 3D printed things of holly that are just absolutely mind-blowing. He showed them to Steph in the front garden, and then he came back and showed them to me, and just unbelievable. You hold them up into the light and you see holly. So we'll have to get them. We'll have to figure out a place inside that's backlit for these to be able to display them, but really just absolutely incredible. Had Lila, age 13, make this beautiful painting of holly, and her parents were here with her for her to give us this beautiful photo. Her mom said she spent a lot of time on the wood chips, so I laughed at that because I do talk about wood chips quite a bit. So that was a wonderful gift. Griffin got a gift. He loves these chicken morsels. He's really kind of crazy about these chicken morsels, actually. Everybody signed into a book, so we know where everyone came from. I think we had 5 groups from just Dallas over the course of the 3 events. That was unbelievable. Lots of people from the Charlotte area and every suburb of Charlotte. And then, of course, other areas all over the country, Kansas City. We had a Moxie Garden YouTuber came, and I didn't get to talk to him. I wish I'd have gotten to talk to him. When we go back to Kansas City, we'll touch base with you. Thank you if you're watching. But I went over to his channel and saw he had done a video over at the Ralston. So if you want to see a little walkthrough video from their YouTube channel, go and take a look at that. Someone gave us really thoughtful gift here, waterproof notebooks. And we are almost out of those blue notebooks that I use to write down the questions for the question and answer videos. So this is awesome to have some waterproof books. I did not even notice that the sticker was on the front for the HortTube with Jim Putnam thing. I just noticed this. I had no idea they were inside out until I just flipped them over. But they're the little thing that I use at the end of all the videos with the shovel and everything in the container. I did not see that. They were turned together. So even more awesome than before. We had lots of new people this year that hadn't come last year, but we recognized tons of people who did come for the second year. And one of them is a lady from South Africa who brought us this incredible book on South African plants. And it's one of those places I know can be quite confusing to even some of the best horticulture and botany folks. It's just a incredible world of plants in South Africa, and I've promised myself I'll get there at some point. And so she brought us a book on that, and also brought us some South African cookies, which were really, really awesome. And then this hat has a husky on the front of it. Thank you very much for that. Super, super nice hat. And then a lot of plants. And so I won't go through all the plants, although, on this YouTube channel, at some point we'll be talking about lots of these plants in the future, but we got some planting to do. It's supposed to be 100 today, 102 tomorrow as I'm filming this. This is gonna go up tomorrow. It'll be 102 on the day this is going up, 100 the next day, 98. So I may hold off a minute, keep these in kind of part shade conditions for right now, and then get to some planting once the weather breaks. If I've just missed something in some way, I mean, again, thank you guys so much for your generosity bringing plants. The person who gave us the second cart was here. I'm remembering that, so that was super nice to meet him. And just Steph's reaction to finding the second cart in the garden. He had gotten a kick out of watching that on the channel. Some folks that have made a lot of comments. So your participation, I've said this several times recently in videos, your guys' participation in the videos is what gives us the opportunity to do all these things and invite you to the garden and all these things. So it's nice to put a face with a name, because everybody's YouTube names are not their given names, except for like Thomas Noble, who brought us plants. His name is, you'll see him in the comments and know his name. A lot of the other names are just whatever they picked when they signed up for Google or YouTube or whatever, and we can't put a face with that. So it was nice to meet people and then go, oh, you're that, that commenter. And so that's super, super nice when that happens. And again, we'd love to meet all of you. And your comments, no matter what they are below these videos, you're liking the videos, all those kinds of things are what drive the videos up to the top, to other people to watch them and make them available to other people. So again, all of this participation is, what drives this entire thing. So thank you guys very much. Thank you for all these things. You never have to feel obligated to bring us anything ever. It's not in my mind in any way, shape, or form, and I couldn't be more appreciative when it does happen. But just seeing everybody here was all I was hoping for at the end of the day. One last thing, some people came and really did this up. And so next year, as I'm planning this, I touched base with Mark Wethington, who's the director of the Ralston this morning. I think I'm going to sell a separate ticket that will be me leading a tour through the Ralston potentially on Thursday, and that money entirely will go to the J.C. Ralston Arboretum. I proposed that to him this morning. I can't imagine that won't happen. So there'll be some additional thing to fundraise for these, to fundraise for our local gardens. Maybe we'll move that tour over to Duke Gardens the following year. Maybe the North Carolina Botanic Garden after that, something like that. We might rotate that tour every year. But there were some folks that came, and you know who you are, that went to Juniper Level on Friday, because remember Juniper Level Botanic Garden was open on Friday. And someone said in the book where people had signed in, it was HortTube, 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 HortTube. So he had a ton of visits on Friday and sales from that. So that's wonderful. And people went to the Ralston, they went to Duke Gardens, they went to the North Carolina Botanic Garden. Someone did a downtown foodie tour of Raleigh, because we have quite a few interesting restaurants in the downtown area. So people really came and did up Raleigh in a big way, and I appreciate that. We're very fortunate. I think you'll see if you spend any time here, the gardens are amazing, and there's lots of opportunity to do other things while you're here as well. So thank you guys so much. It's unbelievable. We really enjoyed it. It is a long, we do 4 hours in the morning on Saturday and we took a 2-hour gap and then did 4 hours in the afternoon. We were pretty burned out on Saturday evening for sure, but it was it was great. I mean, just talking to people all day long. I wouldn't shorten it or wouldn't change it in any way. I loved every minute of it. So thank you guys so much for participating.